Hello everyone, I am in Morriston, Florida, and this beautiful country background is part of the ranch that Howard's family owned and owns. They all have 10 acres, there are 7 brothers and sisters, and Howard's the only one gone now. So anyway, I'm here and I wanted to thank you for attending the meeting tonight. It's important to me that we meet once a week, and I have an agenda for you, and I'll start at the beginning of our agenda by saying shalom. Shalom. Thank you. These meetings are important because I need to see your faces and you need to see mine, so that we're reminded that we live together and that we work together. So thanks for being here. I need the connection. I appreciate everybody who's doing their chores without grumbling or complaining. I appreciate those who are doing them with excellence, because God's word says that all we do should be done with excellence and to God's glory. For those of you who are irritated by having to do them, I'm sorry, but it's necessary to keep a good household running and comfortable for everyone. I'm going to ask that after every meal we have a tray set up with hot soapy water, and all silverware goes in the tray and not stacked in the plates. We're losing a lot of silverware and it's going in the trash, and we have to buy silverware, and it's much easier for the cooks to clean and sanitize everything. So if you would do that, I'd appreciate it a lot. We have 6 new bunk beds, and I know the cots are not that comfortable, and so we will be getting those set up and getting you all on a mattress. Thanks for putting up with it. We are a shelter, we're not the Ritz, as my mother used to say, and so we do the best we can. And if we could do it better, we would, and we will if we get a great idea from somebody. Construction update is not good. We are hassling with Edison Company right now. They're telling us it takes 2 months for them to create drawings. We have to have a new pole on the northwest corner of the property. We need to get an easement agreement with Tarango's Trucking to do that. They have to create drawings for the new electricity at the back of the building. We have to install a vault around the pump equipment that will take the water from the back of the building through the new sewer line up to the street. So this is much more complicated than we thought. I guess we could find somebody to blame, but there's no point in that. We just need to get this done. So it's not going to be done in a month. I'm hoping it's done this year, because this is our 20th anniversary of Spirit of Santa Paula, and I wanted to do a celebration of that event coupled with the dedication of our new building improvements, but we'll see if that happens or not. And therefore no timeline for the interior work, so we will chug along and do our best. I'm going to impose a new rule, and that is that we being staff, stop serving food. I'm going to say for now after 7 o'clock, and then when the time change occurs and it's darker earlier, it will be after 6. I believe that we've had some illegal activity that took place with somebody wanting food and then interacting with a guest, and I'm not going to put up with it. We have a safe shelter because we're diligent, vigilant, and being protective of all of our guests. So for people who aren't in the shelter, they're just going to have to abide by the daytime rules, 9 to 1 for food, and then if they're desperate and they want to come before 6 or before 7 until the time changes, back from daylight savings, we'll serve them, but I'm not going to take chances anymore. I want to be thinking about how we handle Halloween. I know our kids would probably love to go trick-or-treating, but I want them to go to safe places. I'm also thinking that we may want to close the gate and not serve Halloween candy from the building. I don't want any liability to come back on us in the event some fool does something at another address. So if we had a house council, I would ask you to talk about it and make a recommendation back to me. But since we don't, if anybody has an idea on that, let me know. I've heard from a couple of you this week that you have toothache. I'm going to ask you to please call to make an appointment to get your teeth taken care of. There is nothing worse than a big toothache in the middle of the night because they do not heal up. They only get worse, and your daytime will be a lot better if you get that taken care of. So if you have Medi-Cal, it's going to be covered, and let's get that taken care of for your sake. You can also be very sick if a tooth gets abscessed as well. Please remember that when the food is coming off the truck and it's going through the building into the refrigerator room, it is not up for grabs. It's taking longer to get the food put away because people are delaying the truck on its way from the outside to the inside. And I'm going to ask you just not pick through the food, and it's complicating our lives a little bit, so I'd ask for your consideration on that. So lest you think the cat is away and the mice can play, I'm going to be back Sunday night at 10 o'clock in Burbank, and I will be in bed before most of you are in bed. So I'm here because I love you, and I wanted to make sure you know how important this meeting is to me, that I would record this and send it to Jenny so you could hear it almost in person. All right, have a good week. Go to sleep. Take good care of yourselves and each other would be really nice. Shalom from Morriston, Florida. Look how beautiful that scenery is. Very pastoral. There's some cattle out there. There's a big log cabin that was built about 4,000 square feet on 10 acres behind me. So it's a beautiful setting for a family reunion. They've come from all over Florida, and there's no hurricane today. Take care. I love you all. Shalom.